Hey guys, welcome. I just decided to do a little chit chat with you guys, shoot the breeze with you guys for a while, see how everybody's doing, how your week is going so far. Um, this week was kind of like different for me. I don't know about you guys as well, but I found that so far 2022 has been okay. I'm just having a little bit of lacking some motivation. Hey, Miss Kim, you know you're going to be my outstanding featured channel member on Sunday. Welcome in, sis. How you doing? Yeah, I've been finding like since this year has begun, I'm kind of lacking motivation to like get up and do anything. Have you guys been experiencing that this year so far? Like January has caused me to kind of like not want to do anything. Like I'm lacking motivation to do anything like doing vlogs to making videos, editing anything. All I feel like doing is just doing live streams. So this may be a month where I don't know how much edited videos I'm going to give to you guys, but I'm still going to try my best at least to pop up and do a live. I'm just kind of lacking motivation for the beginning of 2022. How about you guys? Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, you are, Kim. Hey, Donna. I got a mod in the house. I got a mod in the house. Yes. Welcome in, Donna. How are you doing? This year is different for me. I'm on fire. Well, Kim, send some of that flame, some of that fire over this way. I don't know. Like, I think it kind of started a little bit for in December. I don't think it was like January it started, but like so I guess like around December I kind of had the blues a little bit, like the end of the year blues and you know, because like 2021 was not kind to me. So I don't know. I just was kind of like in my feelings in December, and it kind of has drawn over into 2022. So I'm just being honest and transparent with y'all. I'm trying to get into a routine and get back to how I was motivated in November. Remember how I brought all you guys all these videos and I was vlogging and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But yeah, I've been lacking motivation. So I got to just give myself a kick to get started. Um, so I just want to encourage anybody who's in that space to get up and get motivated because that is what I'm going to do this coming year. I'm going to just pick myself up and try again. Like, don't give up, guys. Yes, Donna. Hey, Tall Man TV. Welcome. How are you doing? I had the blues during the autumn of last year. Yeah, I didn't plan on this, but the video that I was supposed to make for this week was going to be talking about coping with loneliness. So I guess I could just give this to you guys in a live stream because I know for sure I'm not going to be creating a video, editing any videos at all this week. So I can just give it to you. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about coping with loneliness. And we know that, loneliness is different for different people. Some people, the loneliness comes in because they don't have a mate. Other people, loneliness comes from, you know, that they really don't have a routine. They really don't have hobbies. So it depends on the situation that you're dealing with. Everybody is coping with things in a different way. Everybody's situation, everybody's life is different. So I just wanted to give you guys some encouragement about coping with loneliness. You can be in a house full of people, you could be surrounded by lots of people and still be lonely. I can say that from experience. When I was growing up, I had a big family, and I always felt lonely. I think sometimes the loneliness can come in too is when you don't have people around you that are supporting you, encouraging you, and motivating you. But you have to understand that you can gain that strength within yourself. And I know that is something easier said than done. It's hard to encourage yourself when you're not getting the support, or when you're feeling a little discouraged, maybe even a little depressed. So it can all come together. I just want to encourage you guys to not look to other people for your support. We have to stand on our own legs, our own 2 feet, and we have to let things happen. We have to make it happen for ourselves. Yeah, sometimes you can feel lonely if you're a social butterfly and your mate has turned introvert. Yes, that can happen too. Like when changes can come in your family, changes can come in your life. Maybe sometimes things happen in your life that you don't expect. Okay, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know in the chat. I don't know what happened. My computer just completely turned off and everything. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. My laptop just disconnected my internet and all of that. Anyways, so like I was saying, guys, um, it's important that, Miss Kim said, it's important for us to not look to other people for happiness. And that's true, Kim, because I think so many people look to other people for their happiness. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to look to other people for happiness because it's something impossible. Nobody can bring you happiness. We have to learn to have our own happiness, that own peace, and it has to come from within us. And Kim says it's not fair to the other person, and it's not fair to ourselves because we're expecting other people to fulfill us. You're expecting other people to live up to a standard that they can't. At a certain point in our lives, we have to learn to be happy with who we are, with no matter what you have gone through, you don't have to stay in being unhappy. You don't have to continue to be unhappy. You know, I didn't know until I got to be well past an adult that, my happiness is a choice. My attitude is a choice. And you have to choose that for yourself. You can choose to be negative and bitter your whole life. Yeah, you have that choice. You have that right. But you also have the choice and the right to, you know, let things go, to maintain peace. And I think peace is one of the most precious possessions that you can have. If you have peace of mind, you have everything. When you don't allow situations or people to cause you, you know, that kind of distress that you say, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to maintain my peace of mind. There's nothing better than that feeling, that serenity that you achieve. Hey, Cornice, welcome. Hey, Hilda, sis, how are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. Yes, it is true, Donna. It's so true. Oh, say that, sis. Don't count on another person to bring happiness your way. Easier said than done. But I find that I need to practice being happy from within. It's not fair to the other person, too. Yeah, and it is easier said than done, Kim. It's easy to say, I'm going to be happy, but it's another thing to take it on because a lot of times when we're going through certain situations in our life, we automatically go into that thing where I don't know why. I can't speak for men because I'm not a man, but a lot of times as women, when things come, we feel like it's a personal attack against us. And not everything is a personal attack. Some situations that happen to us in our lives is just life happening to us. It's just, hard, rough times. Maybe you're just going through a rough period of time. But also, yeah, sometimes people can do things or rub us the wrong way, but we can't let that take away from our happiness. You can't let other people cause you to be unhappy. And I feel it's the same thing that happens with loneliness. We kind of are looking for somebody else to be around us to be happy. And that's why I like to talk about, like solo travel, going to a restaurant by yourself, going to a spa by yourself. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself. We have to learn to stop waiting on other people to get fulfillment in our life. We have to stop waiting for other people to do right by us, for us to do right for ourselves, because a lot of times we can know something or someone is not right for us, but we continue to allow them to, we continue to put up with it, I should say. And we shouldn't do that. Thank you, Cornice. It's all good, sis. No problem. Yes, welcome in, Hilda. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties, Hilda. My laptop went out, so I'm on my phone. Awesome, Kim. Thank you, Hilda, Donna, Cornice. Hey, Vondi, what's going on? I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, Hilda and Vondi, y'all crack me up. Hey, 1SP, how you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing good on this Thursday. Hey, Zero, what's going on? How's your Thursday going, guys? Let me know in the chat. We feeling better, sis. Just cough and back pains, but so much better than before. Oh, that's so good to hear. Yeah, guys, and I'm just telling y'all, sometimes it can be so difficult to get through situations in our life, like any setback that can happen to us in our life, losing someone in death, losing a job, a breakup, anything, loss of friendships, loss of your employment, a health problem. So many things can cause us to, not be in a good space in our life. And I just want to encourage you guys that no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're struggling with today, and especially if it's loneliness, find ways to occupy your time. And I think sometimes when you feel like that down, in that like dark mode, you're like down in that rabbit hole, licking your wounds and feeling sorry for yourself. The last thing you want to do is do anything in life. You don't want to do anything, but that is exactly when you need to encourage yourself and motivate yourself to get up and try something new. Find new people. Sometimes the people that we want to be in our lives, we want to be there to support us. They're kind of showing us maybe that maybe they can't possibly give us what we need. Same thing with relationships. We may want something out of somebody that they can't give us. So we have to learn sometimes when relationships, people, jobs, anything is not serving us in a healthy way. It's not helping us to elevate, to improve, to bring more light into our lives, to bring an improvement in our finances, to bring better mental and spiritual clarity into our lives. Some things just don't serve us, and sometimes we get comfortable in doing the same things. We get comfortable same thing day after day, week after week, year after year, until you get into a routine of accepting that that's the way it has to be, and it's not. It doesn't have to be that way. Marlene, why do you think we sometimes put that control in someone else's hands? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know, Kim. That's a good question. And I think sometimes it has to do with maybe our upbringing. How was your family dynamic? And sometimes if you did not receive the support and love you wanted growing up, you seek that from other people, people on the job, people in your romantic relationship. You're looking at for it from other people instead of trying to find that love and support from within. Sometimes we have to pull down deep in our own well, in our emotional and spiritual bank, in order to strengthen and encourage our own selves. We got to learn to encourage our own selves. And I think sometimes we forget how strong we are. We're stronger than we think. It's all about, what we put into our mind. What is the self talk that we have with ourselves, that you can do it, that you're smart enough, that, you have the ability, that you can move on past things, that You can try new things, but we have to keep feeding that into our mind. And sometimes it starts there. We have to change our way of thinking. Thank you, Hilda. I appreciate that. There's not enough people that don't take the time to self reflect and figure out how to be happy with yourself. Even if you find someone to make you happy, you will not have that hole in your heart when they are gone. Exactly, a zero. And I think a lot of times, if you guys can see, there's some people who always feel like they have to be in a relationship, whether it's toxic or it's healthy. Um, we have to learn as individuals, as human beings, as people who love ourselves or are claiming to love ourselves. We have to continuously seek our own self love first. We have to seek our own self respect, our own, wisdom, and we have to look at ourselves sometimes and say, is this serving me? Is it good for me? Is it causing me to improve, to be a better person? And sometimes in relationships, we can have people come in our lives that can add to it. And my dad used to say that, said, if somebody is not adding to your life, you need to subtract them. So I always remember that anybody who is not bringing something into your life, you need to remove that. As an only child, I had to beg my mom to let me go to the movies alone because I didn't want to be controlled by the choices of my friend's mother. I started learning then I should have had it be. No, I think it's a continuous process and journey in our lives, Kim. I don't think it's like something you learn once for all time. All the time, we're growing, we're learning different things about ourselves. We're at different levels in the journey of our life. So we're always learning what is serving us, what is healthy, what's not healthy for us, in order for us to maintain our own personal joy. Everybody is different and everybody wants different things. But I think in the end, everybody wants to be at a point in their life where they want to keep loving themselves. So that's what I believe. That's always my goal, is to maintain my own self love, my own self respect outside of everybody else. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy with yourself, you're going to make other people feel miserable. Yes, you have to fill that void. No one can fill it for you. Nobody can. You're right, Kim. That kind of happened to me naturally, just being by myself. But that's in my nature. Yeah. Well, that's good that it's in your nature. Possess that. A lot of people look to other people for fulfillment, and that's why, like, sometimes when relationships aren't working out the way we want it to be, then we kind of feel disconnected and we feel broken, or we feel as something is wrong with us because we're not with somebody. We kind of have been conditioned that if you're not in a romantic relationship, or you don't have certain friends, or you don't have certain things and accomplishments at a certain age, that you're a failure. And that's not true. We have to unlearn these societal norms and terms that tell us what we should be. It's a kind of conditioning. And we have to look to our standard. What is your standard? What do you want to do with your life? What brings you joy? What gives you peace? You know, and we have to go along with that. Yes, an ongoing choice to do good by yourself. Yeah, it's ongoing, Courtney. It's ongoing. And we have to learn to be okay with being by ourselves. Even in a relationship, we have to seek our own love as well. It's wonderful, to be in a good, healthy relationship. But if you're not getting that, what is the purpose? What's the purpose of it? Just to say that you have somebody and you're miserable? I just don't think that it's worth it. But to each his or her own. Thank you, Hilda. Appreciate you. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad I learned. and had the realization at a young age. That's awesome, Zero. Uh, I can understand you, but I hear audio crackling. Does anyone else hear it, or is it you? I hear static when you talk. You hear static from me? Do you guys still hear static? Let me know. Hilda says she hears static too. I, I don't know. I have my volume all the way up. I have static. Oh boy. I don't know. Is it still going on? Do you guys still hear static? Let me know if you guys still have static. I may switch back because I think my laptop um cut back on. I may switch back to my laptop if you guys are still hearing the static and cut this one off. Do you hear me now? Do you guys hear me now? Okay, this should be better now. I removed that other one. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties, but I think it's good now. I hope you guys can hear me now. I removed the other one and came back with this one. My volume is up. So, okay. I think I figured out what it was. I was on my laptop and my phone, and I think I was in with two devices. So, sorry about that, guys. I apologize. You hear an echo? Oh, jeez. Do you still hear an echo? I hope it's better now. Let me know, guys, so I can either continue or I can end the stream. Hey, James, welcome in. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Oh, good. No echo. Awesome. Okay. So sorry about that, everybody. So I'm going to get right back to it. So I just want to encourage everybody, life can be hard and it can be difficult sometimes. It can be very stressful. And especially if you're a person who is single, it can be difficult to cope with life. Not that it can't be difficult if you're married or you're in a committed relationship. It can still be difficult if you're not getting the support you want or it's not a good relationship for you. But I just want to encourage you guys to not give up, to not look to other people for your peace of mind. If nobody gets anything other than this, look to your own self for love. Look to your own self for your happiness. Look to your own self for your peace of mind. Peace of mind is such a valuable commodity. It's so valuable to have peace with yourself, regardless of how other people talk to you, how other people treat you, regardless of your finances, regardless of your health. It's so important to maintain peace and to love yourself wherever you are in your life. We all could learn to love ourselves a little better, treat ourselves a little better, be kinder to ourselves, be more compassionate and patient with ourselves. I think a lot of times, well, I speak for myself, I can be more patient with other people than I can be patient with myself. And I think a lot of times I try to, you can make excuses for other people, but when it comes to us, are we as kind to ourselves as we are to others? We'll do things for other people, especially family members, bend over, bend over backwards to be there to support them. But when it comes to, like small little things, when's the last time you did something very kind for yourself? Just simple little things like things you enjoy doing. I know for myself personally is I love personal care things. I love that. I love when my skin is feeling and looking good, blemish free, moisturized. That makes me feel good. When I'm keeping my mouth care up really nice, going to the dentist regularly, getting my cleanings, when I have my pedicures done on a regular basis, I'm getting massages. All of those things is ways I pour love into myself. It makes me feel good. It makes my energy go up. But we each have to find something that makes us happy. Some people that's reading a book. Some people it's just being outdoors, spending time doing a hobby you enjoy. You know, everybody has to find a way that fulfills them. Everyone does. And believe that your maker loves you. Listen, Kim, that's a really big one. I think a lot of times we discount that. Hey, Sylvia, welcome. I think a lot of times we discount how important it is, where God comes into it, and everybody has different thinking, different belief systems. But for myself personally, I think a lot of times I get outside of it and I try to fix things and I try to do things. And then afterwards, I'm like, hey, God, help me out of this because I made a mess. So I think a lot of times I forget to remember God. I forget to trust Him. I forget to allow Him to move things in and out my life because He knows what we need. He knows where you're going. He knows what your potential is. And we have to stop forgetting. We have to stop forgetting God and praying to Him about things. We forget sometimes because you just on autopilot. Okay, I got to take care of this, and that. But have we consulted God about it? Have we said, is this good for me? Or are these people who are in my life, are they good for me? Are they helping me? Are they serving me? Are they teaching me? Are they leading me in the right direction? And a lot of times we want what we want. We're not really waiting and looking for the answer. We want what we want. And then later on, we say, God, help me put these pieces back together. So, Kim, you're right. We have to stop leaving God out of it. How you doing, Sylvia? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. How is your day going so far? Hope you're having a great Thursday. I hope so. The week is almost over and it has been a week. Have you guys had a good week? I haven't done much this week. Um, just been to, grocery store. I went to Dollar Tree for the first time since the price went up, and I'm gonna have a haul that I'm gonna put on She Reviews Everything. But yeah, you guys know Dollar Tree went up on their prices 25 cents. And I'm gonna talk about my experience over on my other channel, but how is this year going so far for you guys? Has your January been going well? Are you in your routine, your journey in your life, what you want to do? Um, like I said a little earlier, I kind of have been lacking motivation. Usually, when January comes, I'm like gun ho, ready to go, you know, ready to um, take over everything and get things done. But this year, it's just like my motivation has been at zero. So I got to change that. And it's something that we all can do. We all can, encourage ourselves and don't be in that rut. Because sometimes I think we can get comfortable in doing the same things, being around the same people, doing the same job, doing the same everything, and nothing ever changes. But if something is not bringing you peace, if something is not blessing you, if it's painful to do so or you're not enjoying it, it may be time for us to move on. We have to know that and understand it's okay to move on from people, from things, anything that is not serving you and benefiting you. And that's part of progress as a human being, as people who love ourselves and we care about ourselves. We have to learn when something and situations don't serve us, and we have to just keep going. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Just wanted to tell you guys that if something is not serving you, if something is not benefiting you, people, things, relationships, anything in your life, if it's not bringing you peace, if it, if it's making you get upset, it's making you cry, it may be time to rethink if that is really right and good for you. And during these times that we're having, it's been difficult for a lot of people the past 2 years. So the things that we can control in our life, like our peace of mind, our joy, you know, the time we spend doing things, we got to do things that we really like to do and we really want to do. Thank you so much, Cornice. I appreciate you. Yeah, we have to learn to serve ourselves. And that's not something that I learned until I got to be an adult. How important it is for us to serve ourselves and to love ourselves. That just because maybe you have to work or you have to do certain things in your life, but you don't have to do things that you hate. You don't have to be around people who make you upset, people who use you, people who, all of that stuff. We got to learn that we got to love ourselves more than that. And we have to know and understand that we deserve better. You deserve better. I deserve better. So we have to learn to start treating ourselves as such. You deserve to be around people who appreciate you, people who love you, people who support you, people who are kind to you. If people are constantly nasty to you, berating you, are negative, you don't need that type of energy. You don't need that type of energy, or just people being cruel, just saying things just nasty and rude. You don't need that. I always say life is too short for you to have even a moment of unhappiness. Other people try to make you feel unhappy because they are unhappy, because they are miserable. But that's when you got to take your control and your peace back. You deserve better. And sometimes that means removing people from your life, stop talking to certain people, blocking people. Or it means all of that. So, whatever it means to you, all I'm saying is maintain your joy, be happy. In this year, we're going to be speaking prosperity over our lives. And in order to be prosperous, we got to get rid of things that are dead weight in our life, anything that's dragging us down. And even ourselves, sometimes in our mindset, we can tell ourselves that we can't do things, or you know even to try something new, we'll say, oh, that's not going to work out. We've already told ourselves it's not going to work out, so you don't even try. So we're going to speak about prosperity this year. We speak prosperity over ourselves and our lives, and that those of the ones that we love. So to be prosperous, we can't stay in the same thing. We got to elevate our thinking, our surroundings, the way we treat each other. Everybody is a human being. Everybody is somebody's mother, auntie, cousin. And we could all learn to be nicer. We could all learn to be kinder, to be respectful, compassionate, understanding, but at the same time, not to a level where it's toxic or you're being used or mistreated. We have to keep everything in balance. Everything in balance. It's important for you to be happy, but it's also important for you not to be used. That's important. Only child gain. Oh, you're only child 2-0? I didn't know that. Yeah, guys, that's all really I wanted to say. Let me know down in the chat, what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing today? Right now it's 1:49, and I'm just hanging out with you guys. Hey, Shalissa, welcome. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. How are you, your family doing? How is your Thursday? What are you up to? And what is everybody in the chat up to? I'm going to, I got a load of laundry to do. I'm taking on the project of organizing my closet. How many people closet looks like a train wreck? Mine does. And I have vowed that this is my year where I'm going to like clean up my space. Hey Casey, welcome. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. We are good cleaning and washing too. Awesome. Yeah, I'm serious, guys. Like, you know, I've heard it many times before. You know, my mom used to always say how important it is for, you know, for your surroundings to be clean, because when you look around your surroundings and is clean, like you declutter all of the mental, that mind junk. I know your closet looks amazing, Casey, but I know I'm not the only one. If you have any hats or scarves in that space that you're getting rid of, I'm your girl. Okay, Casey. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a declutter for my closet. I'm going to actually take every single thing out of my closet. I'm going to buy one of them closet organizers, you know, that has all the different spaces. And I'm going to ask either my nephew or my brother to put it in my closet. And then I'm going to show you the before and after. I think I'm going to put that on my She Reviews Everything channel. So I'm just waiting for it to come from Amazon. And then I'm going to do that. But yeah, I just think it's like amazing how you can have things and then slowly, next thing you look, it looks like your closet threw up. You're like, what is this? What is going on? I'm so glad you're cleaning and washing too, Shalissa. You're sitting in front of your laptop. You kind of knew that, Kim. Yep, I know your closet looks amazing. Yep. Yep, I know, Casey. I'm right with you. I've been slowly purging things since October, been giving away a lot. And I agree, clean your surrounding does clear your mind a bit because I've been all over the place. Yeah, I think that's so important. I'm getting so much clarity. Like I like to have seasonal like my sheets, covers, blankets. I like to change that with the season. And I'm different from other people. Some people like the winter white and stuff, but in the winter I like to have bright colors. Like it makes me feel good about the space. It's like encouraging to me to have like yellow right now. Like it reminds me of the sun, and I like the blue and like different colors. Like I'm not saying nothing's wrong with white, but for me, that color in my bedroom like changes my thoughts, like, and it's more peaceable. But the white is just, I don't know. For me, white in my bedroom for me is boring. I can't do the white in the bedroom. So I got I'm looking at my closet right now and I'm just shaking my head. I have two of those small little suitcases for travel, and then I have covers and blankets folded up in another container, and then the closet area, because I have one of those closets that it's one that it opens on one side and you pull it to one side and then you pull it to the other. And I've been thinking about maybe taking off the doors of the closet and just putting something else there in its place, trying to come up with some ideas for something better than just the closet doors that go side to side. I don't know, I guess I'm trying to come up with something. Yes, decluttering your physical will help you declutter your mental and spiritual. Yes, I agree, Casey. Definitely. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing on this Thursday? Yeah, that's my I got rid of a lot of clothes. I don't know about you guys, but I had so much clothes that I was keeping. Kim, you're not a moderator on my channel? I thought you were. I don't know why you're not. Maybe it's my other channel that you're a moderator. Hold on. I'm about to fix that. Hey, the intentional millionaire. How are you doing? Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Yeah, so I just went through all my stuff. Um, and I'm getting rid of things that I don't need because I think a lot of times we hold on to clothing and different things, just sentimental things. Like I had things in my closet, like they just reminded me of my mother, and I was just keeping it just because it reminded me of my mother. So I learned to just take some pictures of the items and then I've disposed of them and got rid of it. I think that's important to do as well. We have to learn that you don't have to just like hoard all of this stuff just because you hold a memory with it. Take a picture of it and then release it and let it go. Because when we don't keep our space, neat and clean, it shows up in all aspects of your life. It's going to affect you financially because if you can't find certain things, don't you see sometimes you go and rebuy sometimes the same things, so you're wasting money, or you know, or things just don't look neat, and then it kind of builds up all of this emotional, junk in your mind. So I encourage you guys to clean up your space, declutter, get rid of some things that you don't need. I think that's so important. And I'm going through all of that. I'm not waiting until springtime. I'm not waiting till springtime because usually, like they always say, spring cleaning. I said, I'm not waiting all the way till April when I need to take care of something now. I'm bringing into this year and I'm speaking it over my life. You know, when you see something that needs to get done, don't say, I'll do it later. Be on top of things, take care of things and have a routine of how you keep your space clean. Having a routine and sticking to it is going to help us to avoid lots of things. Yeah, it's true. It is true, Shalissa. Hey, sure, Shannon. What's going on? How's your Thursday going? Yeah, I had to learn that. I don't know about you guys. How was it when you guys were growing up? I know everybody grows up differently, but when you guys were growing up, were you guys taught about organization? Were you taught about, certain things? I feel like growing up, like of course, my parents always said, be clean, but they don't really never really showed me how to be clean. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but that's how it was for me. They're just like clean up, but it wasn't really shown. So I think that I brought that into my adulthood where I start to um, keep and hold things that I really don't need, hold on things longer than I need to. And I feel like that comes into relationships too. Sometimes we hold on to people in our lives just because it's convenient, just because maybe you want to be with somebody, but they're not good for you. It's not healthy for you. They're not helping you to get to a higher level in your life, you know? Oh my God, you're so right. I can't stand it when I can't find something that I know I have. You've inspired me to invest in things that will help me to organize. Yeah, Kim. Oh my goodness. It is so awful. I have done it so many times. Like, I know it's a lot of women or anybody who has long hair. When you keep buying those little scrunchy, twisty things. And I know I have some somewhere, but every time I go into the store, I buy more of them because I haven't organized where to put them. So I always continuously buying them instead of putting them in the same spot all the time, instead of having it scattered all over the place. Because I've seen those scrunchies in the living room, in the dining room, in the bedroom, in the bathroom, instead of having it in one central place. So it looks like I'm just going to work on my organization and decluttering. No problem, Cornice. Yeah, it's true. Hey, Anita, how are you, my sister? Welcome in. Blessings to you. Yes, we would get a beating not cleaning up our room and making our beds. Oh, you did? The Intentional Millionaire? I had a father who was military, so it was like it had to be military right. You know, the bed had to be made so well that, you know, that nickel had to pop up off of the bed, everything neat, clean. And it was so funny when I would look in my father's dresser, everything was just like the military. His socks were folded, military style, his underwear, everything, nothing. That military training does not come out of you. And I think he tried to get us to be like we were in the military too. Thank you so much for coming, Shalissa. I appreciate you. Oh, no, sure, Shannon. Don't come in here and start anything, brother. Don't come in here and start anything, troublemaker. I said it. I'm like that because I just take them off anywhere in my house as well. I know. And that's why I'm working on becoming more accountable, you know? And if you become accountable, even in smaller things, it's going to affect you in bigger things. You know, I've learned now everything has to have a place. You know, my issue, like your house should never be dirty, like with hoarding things or having to pick up things. It should be dirty that it needs cleansing, you know, like washing sheets and cleaning the floor and the walls and dusting and that stuff. But it shouldn't be like a train wreck. And I'm working hard to maintain, you know, my upbringing. But, you know, sometimes because of life, you know, working hard and doing lots of things, we kind of get off course. So I'm trying to get back into the course to have things more organized and not cluttered up. Because you know, when your surroundings is cluttered up, it affects everything. It affects your finances, it affects you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, all of it. So we want to walk into this year decluttering things, you know, doing things right. So when we have that clear space, we can have that right positive thinking, because that's what we want. We want that good positive thinking, that good energy, and the right people. It ain't funny. Oh boy. Don't get in trouble with Kim, Sure Shannon. Nightbot, come work for me. Sure Shannon, doesn't Nightbot work hard? My Nightbot, I make my Nightbot work hard, dropping my links to all my channels, welcoming people in. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I just wanted to pop in, see how you guys are doing. How's your Thursday going? Um, I got a few things that is looking like it's working out for me. And you guys know I'm not a person to speak about what I'm doing. I like to show by the action. So when this works out, I'm going to be showing you some of the things that I'm working on, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the future. So I encourage you guys to try something new. Don't be afraid to step outside of the box. Try something new. You may like it. And that's not just when it comes to financial things. I'm talking about, you know, trying a new place to travel, eating new foods, surround yourself with new people, you know. Sometimes we just need to change who our circle of people is, and that will help us to get to another level in our lives. Sometimes that same circle of people causes you to be at a standstill in your life. And if you want to level up, you want to progress, do better, and be better, you have to look to people who are already doing it, people who are already successful at what they're doing. So I encourage you guys, um, find some positive people, people who are making things happen, you know. And there's all type of people, not just here on YouTube. People in fashion, people in business, people who are just successful and happy in what they do, and let them inspire you to do better and be better. Y'all are a trip. So, anybody have anything else that they want to say? I just want to encourage you guys, and I appreciate y'all so much. You know, 2021 was a really hard and difficult year for so many people, and it wasn't any different for me. 2021 was really difficult for me. I took a lot of hits financially, and just starting to get on the track to make things happen to be better. So I've determined within myself to not let last year determine this year. So get up, try something new, change your surroundings, clean up your space, keep a positive mindset, and work hard. And if something is not working, rework the plan, try something new. But one thing you never are going to do is give up. Never, ever give up. Don't look to other people, especially if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling discouraged. Don't look to anybody to fulfill you. Nobody can fulfill you. You have to fulfill yourself. You got to be your first line of love. I see far too many people are looking to other people for their sources of love. You got to be your own first source of love. You got to be your own first form of respect, your own first form of compassion, your own first form of how you talk to yourself, because that is the way other people are going to talk to you. They look at how you treat yourself, and then that's how they're going to treat you. You know, it's a mirror reflection. So, you guys, keep your head up, be positive, get motivated, try something new, believe in yourself, let things of the past go and move forward today, because you can do it, because you deserve it, because you are somebody, and because God loves you. Know that and receive it and walk in it. Walk with your head up. You are somebody. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. And y'all know on this channel, I give the positive motivation, encouragement, life lessons, and I do interviews on this channel. If you guys would love to be on the channel for an interview for the Sunday talk show, I would love if you would send me an Instagram message at _BestLifeCrew. Thank you guys so much for coming to the pop up today. I appreciate all y'all, and I hope you guys keep your head up. Keep your head up despite despite whatever it is that you're battling, because each and every one of us is in a battle. So battle and fight for your life. Fight for your life because you deserve it. It doesn't matter if anybody else believes in you. You have to believe in you. You have to believe in you. Receive it and be yourself. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.